When I started out on this project, I didn't know what I was going to find. I knew the band was good. I knew there was a lot of buzz around them. I knew everybody was talking about it, and I knew there was a story there. So I set out with my camera, and I went to find the band. Jeff had a lot to tell me about the band and some of his interesting marketing solutions.
So, this is the band's mascot. I don't know if any of the guys have explained our strategy, but look at that, what's not to love? So, we've got a few different kind of prongs to our approach, and one of them is going to be our pet influencer kind of line of attack. This pooch is going to become the next Instagram celebrity. Lil Bub. So, just brace yourselves, world, for Rebert. See, a star is born. Huh.
Get a trumpet player. You don't have a trumpet player?
The trumpet player?
Do you ever get a fucking bassist? You don't have a trumpet player, you don't have a bassist.
Those are the top royal.
Some say I fucking smack them skins, but I'm really only in it for the ass.
This band is awesome.
They're really talented kids. I mean, can't remember the last time I've seen this sort of talent just come together. It's pretty remarkable. They don't have a name yet, and they're throwing around some pretty, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the direction they're going in, but the music is good enough. It'll speak for itself. I feel really confident in that, and I've got a pretty good track record, you know. The Fridge, have you heard of them? Yeah. I discovered them. Bossa Nova Bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I discovered them. King Rat. Yeah. You know, I knew they were kind of doomed from the start. It was kind of like a one album and then they're done sort of thing. But it was one really classic album. All right, so I'll take credit for it.
With a big show coming up in merely 4 hours, the band had a lot of pressure on them to come together and really show the world what they had going.
You don't have a fucking keyboard player.
I'm busy.
Yeah, you're fucking busy, we're all fucking busy. My auntie in Lancashire's fucking fallen.
Rebert had a set of skills that were very specialized. He had a brain that could break down any pop song. He had an ear that could place a note in any of the Bach sonatas. But sometimes he ran into roadblocks as the band's studying bassist. This was his first bass gig, and he wasn't performing well with the band.
You know, these roads kind of remind me of my childhood. You know, we would just on holiday, whether it's, you know, a Christmas holiday, summer holiday, we would go to these roads, you know, and not having anywhere particularly in mind, except when we went to the cabin. You know, we had a cabin kind of like up in Gloucester, and I know just kind of a sense of wonder which you don't get anymore. You know, I get awfully depressed at times, get awfully low, and I mean, I might.
things were looking good for the band. We kept traveling towards our destination so that the band could set up and perform and show the world their stuff.
Where's the trumpet player? You don't know.
I want a jam sandwich.
The band was getting tired and weary of the long hours and the hard days trying to put together a performance that was worthy of the critics and their own selves, as well as the manager. Jeff was hard on the guys a lot of the time, and while this did serve to bolster their work ethic, it also ignited a rift of confusion and anger among the members.
We need to get on the fucking manager's case, man. You can't fucking work like this. We need a fucking 8 tracks.
Come on, now.
In 3 weeks.
Come on now.
Don't tell me to come on now. We've got fucking...
James had always been a wild character, and usually his antics didn't serve for anything more than comic timing and diffusion. But now, with the band's leader becoming more and more frustrated, James's position became compromised.
It's a snowy, snowy day. It's gonna be a great holiday. When the holiday comes, what will you say? It's a holiday. You know, just something like that. And then, like, you know, I could imagine just like, you know, just like the backing vocals, you know, just kind of coming in like, holiday, you know, just kind of layering it a little bit like that. And then, you know, the drums just kind of like, you know, and then, you know, the bass, like, boom, boom, you know, just kind of like, just some ideas.
I love it.
Just, you know,
I
some
love
ideas,
it.
Yeah. So
I love it. He's got an ear for these things.
So
I mean,
we'll see. We'll see.
I don't mean to speak for you. I'm sorry, but like, come on. Have you heard anything as good, like, since Wham? I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
No, thank you. No.
Yeah.
Where's that?
You've been learning them drum parts. You hate me. Da, 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 da.
Madonna ripete come un rituale di aiutandosi con una carta di credito, prepara 20 piste. La telecamera è probabilmente in
band never made it on the stage last night. Some say that the stars that shine the brightest burn out the fastest. Well, I don't know if that's true, but I learned a lot when I was traveling with this band. I learned a lot about respect. I learned a lot about music. But all I know is that underneath all the violence, underneath all the chaos, they've got something really special.